That's disrespectful to God. But that's not disrespectful to God. Like it's like
Yes, okay. So who's the entity that they saying is being disrespected?
exactly.
That's the question. What I'm saying is in terms of see, because when we say that there's no mystery God, right?
Mhm.
See, we also saying that there's no mystery powers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Meaning like all of this stuff, lightning bolts coming out of your fingertips and all of that's fake.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So when it says that, when we say that the black man is God, right? What do you understand that to mean?
The black man being God, the black man has the ability to like just do anything he put his mind to. You feel me? And like, people could pray on days. If you don't take action, you could pray, you could manifest. If you don't take action, then shit will happen. For me, that's what makes you God, your ability to make shit happen for yourself. And also, we're able to create. We create life. We have sex. We got baby, whatever. Feel me? Our sexual energy, sperm, like that shit is essential. And like that's how I see it. Like we're literally able to create like when they say in the Bible, oh, and he made them in the image of God. What are your children? Your children are the image of you. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I think people just take it too literal. Like they think it's some supernatural, superstitious thing.
Right. Now that's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Right. Now look, all of the, when we say what is supernatural, right? That means that it's outside of the realm of the laws of physics and chemistry and biology, et cetera, right? As if, we everything that we don't understand, right? We put to this cause that's outside of those laws. You see what I'm saying? And we know that there's lots of things that at one time we didn't know those laws. And we considered those things to be outside. Well, not we, but those things was considered to be supernatural at a time when people ain't understand what that was. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Or we have, even negative things where people thought that was supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Like these people over here get sick, and then, that's some type of curse and shit because they broke some type of laws from some supernatural being that, we never seen before. You understand what I mean? And, for whatever reason, uh, that's the only way that supernatural being interacts with us. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning like a person never does good, right? They'd be like, yo, because that person did good, everybody for the rest of the time, they get this blessing right here. You know what I mean? But it's always look, if that person did bad, then yeah, everybody who's their descendants is cursed for the rest of the time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So what happens is you move from a situation, right, where as a religion, you trying to explain things that you don't understand, right? It's things that's here right now, and we don't know how they got there, right? Like if you don't know how this video game right here got that, then you could say, well, now there's a God of video games. You know what I'm saying? And he put that there in the beginning when the planet was made. He put that video game there, then when it's there. You see what I mean? Now that's different from once we say, okay, now look, if you play this video game in the wrong type of way, then that God is gonna send you to hell and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or yo, you see you tripped and fell right there, yeah, that was because the way how you played the video game. You see what I'm saying? Now we starting to put our own really bullshit into it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I asked you, you know, you know, who you think God is, because see, even in terms of time and place, right? You know, 200 years ago, people had a different idea about what God can do and what things was happening that was, this is because of the curse and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or this is because of natural phenomenon that we know what it is, and if we had this degree of knowledge before, we could have predicted that this was gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? You know, because that's key. See what we say, Allah is arm, leg, arm, supreme head, right? You know, that means that, like you said, what it is that you could literally do. Because you know, the mystery guys had their chance. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that there's a lot of things that's happened over the history of time, right? That they could have stopped that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things going on in the world right now, right? Whereas people are suffering that these are your people. Like not all of them is evil. Not all of them is breaking your laws. Some of them is the most pious people ever, right? And you got the power to go like that and stop it from happening. But you choose otherwise. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying if the mystery God exists, right? And I get to the pearly gates and he asks me about what I've been doing, I gotta ask him about what he been doing. Word. You see what I'm saying? Because you put me in a situation, you know what I mean, and then you ain't give me no sign. You see what I'm saying? So, that's the main thing. So now, like you said, okay, you've been in a certain amount of realization to this, right? But now, like you said, it come to the action because we got the knowledge degree, right? So who's the original man? Original man is the Asiatic black man to make it the only cream of the planet Earth, father civilization, you got of the universe, right? Now, right now, you the Asiatic black man. See, if your father and your mother, right, was black, then you the Asiatic black man. See, Asiatic, that means we from right here on the planet, right? We not from outer space. We not a figment of no imagination. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we from right here. This is our home, right? If we was on different planets, our whole physical composition would be different because of the amount of gravity, the amount of oxygen, all these shits would be different than how we grow and develop. You understand what I mean? And we black men, right? That's obvious. But see, everything else in that degree after that is a verb. You see what I'm saying? In order to be the maker, you got to make something. Like that's, when you say the maker, that's a noun. But there's a verb that's got to be attached to that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, to be the maker, you got to make something. To be the owner, you got to make something. You know what I'm saying? The cream of the planet Earth, that means you the best part, right? Somewhere you rose to the top, right? Father civilization, that's something you got to do too, because we see that, every day, right? Where you got somebody who biologically, right? This is the person that has sex with this person's mother, but they consider somebody else their father because the other person did the action of being a bride. You see what I'm saying? To be the father, you got to do something to the mother and to the child. You see what I'm saying? So
that's why the child understands.
Right. So we see that that's an action too. You understand what I mean? So you got to do all those actions and be God of the universe, right? But then God of the universe, like I said, now that's on all levels, right? Man, woman, and child, past, present, and future. And then it's on the layers of your existence right here, meaning like all this time, like I said, you in a certain amount of realization, right? So you neglecting yourself first and foremost, right? Because it's degrees of understanding, like you said, it's things that's happening in life where, if your understanding of mathematics was at that level, you would have been able to deal with that better. You see what I'm saying? And then it goes through the rest of the levels. Like you said, okay, we give life. So now, on the basis of that life, right, you got to use your mathematics to raise that life to the highest that it can be. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's you, right? Your family, right? And then you got the community, right? We right here in Harlem. There's a certain condition. So, like you said, right? Ain't nobody else gonna fix it. The people around here gotta realize, right, that we God, we earth, right? And that the only things that's gonna happen is gonna happen with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You understand what I'm saying? Arm, leg, arm, head, however you want to look at it, right? But the power exists in us, right? And then from there, it's the world. You know what I mean? The world that we live in is shaped by the ideas and actions, of people. We talk about it all the time, right? The ideas and the actions of certain people, whatever they're doing, and the impact that it's having on us, right? But what about the impact that we have? You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, for every action, it's an opposite but equal reaction, right? So, okay, that person did something negative, but what you did,
to respond to that.
they're right. You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of times what we see, if we don't have the proper degree of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, we respond to whatever was negative with more negativity. See what I'm saying? So that's really the science. I mean, you know, uh, you seem mostly like you understand what the science is in terms of what we teach. The black man's God, black woman is the earth, the white man is the devil, and the white woman is the she devil. Right? That's our science. You know what I mean? Supreme mathematics is the foundation of all things that exist. But now we also got a particular culture, right? That's the part that you were saying that, we practice Islam, but not like the Sunnis. You know what I'm saying? Not like the NOI. See, that's our culture, where it's a specific way how we do things, right? So, one of the things first and foremost is that before we go into the studies, getting lessons and everything, that fast 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you know what I mean, you gotta you begin your studies. Now, of course, it always depends on who you're getting the knowledge from, you know what I'm saying? And what stage that you at yourself, right? So, you at the stage where, you start with your math and your 7 characteristics of wise. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. See, the older infinite. The the older you are when you get the knowledge, right? The more you're responsible for on your own. You know what I'm saying? See, like when you came before, when you said you was in elementary, they give you food, now you ain't even gotta think about it. When you come in, you here until you leave. You see, now you're grown, you gotta get your own food. Yeah, nah, so look, it's the same thing with the knowledge. You see what I mean? Where it's you can't hold your head.
Do it on your own.
Right, yeah. Because look, right, and that's the science that we teaching. Even as a baby, right? You know what I mean? Part of your job at that point is to prepare to be a man. You know what I mean? To prepare, when you got man, woman, and child, right? Those is all males and females, right? But the men and the women is the males and females that got responsibility. You know what I'm saying? In the cipher to everybody else. Whereas the children, right? Their only job is to grow and develop. You understand what I'm saying? So, uh, you know, just let me know, man, when you're ready. Because other than that, if you got any particular topics that you want to talk about, like questions about what we deal with, we do that. But uh, you know, this is not like you said. We not like Muslim, huh?
It's your class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in. So I can't even relate to that, bro.
I'm-
It's too complex. Man. I came out a bad time.
Nah. We love you. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, this is not religious Islam, right? So that means that I'm not a imam or a minister, you know what I'm saying, or a preacher, none of that. See what I mean? You gotta get the knowledge and wisdom and develop the ability to use that to really save your life. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning because see, there'd be certain times when I might don't be there, right? And this is real time. We out here, right? This is not like, we study, right? But we in the world, meaning like we not up in the monastery like the monks. You understand what I'm saying? Or priests or something like that. So when you out here in real time and something happens, then you gotta know how to react to that in real time. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got time to refer to the holy book and go through 1,000 pages and 66 books and all of this. You see what I mean? That's why we keep 120 lessons on cap. So that, whenever we need to use it, right? Because it's like chess. We see with checkers, you got one piece, two moves. You go that way, you go that way. You see with chess, you got all different pieces that move all different types of ways. And you gotta know how to use all of them to really be successful at the game. So it's the same thing with the lesson. You gotta have all of them on cap, right? So that, when something arises, because some of the situation might come out of this degree, and some of the situation might come out of another degree. You see what I mean? And when you know both of them, you would be able to do that addition quickly in your head and then be able to activate on that. You know what I mean? So it's different topics. Like I said, if you got any questions, we can build on it. But really, and that's, you've been around us over 10 years. So so, none of this is really going to be new to you. It's really just the science of, all right, you know about it, just knowledge, right? Yeah. You gotta make it, you gotta take your knowledge to a high level, mean like this, right? If you take a 2-year-old outside and you point to a car, ask him what it is, he can tell you it's a car, but he don't know how to drive it. You see what I'm saying? Then you could go to somebody else, they got a license and they don't know how to drive the car. But if it break down, they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? It's all different levels. So, this is about reality. This is about the cells that actually exist in our body. So we want to take the knowledge all the way to the highest level, right? And that means putting certain things on cap. You know what I mean? Then once you got it on cap, then you gotta know how to use it. You see what I'm saying? Meaning like, a lot of people, you can have it. You can have the 10 Commandments. People that got the 10 Commandments don't follow not one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Or, people that uh they know the law, right? They went to law school, they got a degree, never tried a case. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't really know how to yeah. You understand what I mean? Or look, you could read the DMV booklet, right? That don't mean you know how to drive. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, if somebody say, look, I'm drive you across country and shit. You know what I mean? Or look, better yet, look, you got your brand new car you just bought. And they say, look, let me borrow your car. Shit. You say you got a license, they say, look, I just read the whole book. I can quote it.
You got no license, you're not
You see what I'm saying? So now you gotta use it. See what I mean? And really that's the phase that you at right now. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, everything, a lot of the understanding, see, you gotta see stuff for yourself. You know what I mean? Just like if we walk in this whatever obstacle, right? I could tell you, yo, look out for that obstacle. But if you don't see it for yourself, you're still gonna trip over it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's not that when it's the obstacle that you see something else. Like if I see the obstacle is a brick and you see the obstacle as a bucket of water, then one of us need to get our eyes checked. You see what I'm saying? But we do have to both see it for ourselves to avoid it. You know what I mean? And then that's just talking about us right here in this room. But like you said, now we give life. So now you gotta see it for yourself because now you gotta tell all this life that you brought about, you gotta make sure they don't get tripped up right there too. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a part of the science of what happens in America is that, you know, you got people that was tripped up hundreds of years ago, right? And never really knew what the obstacle was, not specifically. So they wasn't able to tell the next people. You see what I mean? So generation after generation after generation trip over the same shit.
Crazy you say that too. Like I always tell people, like just not even people in general, like when people try to like boom, for example, like say if I'm talking to a lady, right? And you know, she a little older, right? I'm 22.
Mm-hmm.
And say she like you know, 27, whatever. Uh, oh, you a little boy. Nah, like
Mm-hmm.
age and then there's experience. Feel me?
Yeah.
That's how I break it down. Like always age. Like 'cause some people I see that as like some people die not knowing what they was sent, what was their purpose in life. They don't know their why. That's why a lot of bad stuff really happens. A lot of people don't know their why and their purpose and stuff. So when I say age and experience, I'm just saying, you feel me? Like growing up, you know, originally where you from? Like
Bronx.
the Bronx. Similar upbringings, right? Cool. Like you grow up faster. You feel me? Like you said, you gotta see shit for yourself. You being on the street or whatever, or just a street essence. You feel me? You don't even gotta be from the street. You feel me? Because me, I was never gang banging. None of that shit was ever cool to me. Like, I mean, I always went my own route. I always did my own thing. You feel me? And that was just always the person like who I was. So, feel me? Just seeing all of that gang banging stuff, it was like, nah, it's big. Like it was never that like back to what I was telling you, how people make God something bigger than themselves. Like I feel like gang banging is like some shit like that too. Cause you and some of y'all big homies is teaching y'all how to crash out. You feel me? Like you said, that life, that's not the proper life. It's not righteous life. You feel me? That's that. And
See
some of
what you explaining, right, is wisdom. See, uh wisdom comes from knowledge. So see the reason why age is equated with experience and people being wise, right? Is because examples. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like say like the kids they getting taught to crash out, right? They don't know what happens at the end. Like they know somebody's telling them to speed right now, and they just know that it's fun speeding, but they don't realize that it's a brick wall right there they're gonna crash into. You see what I'm saying? Now, the older a person get, they done seen generation after generation of kids speed and crash out. You see what I'm saying? So they able to tell somebody like, yeah, look,
You don't want to do
yeah,
that.
yeah, you understand what I'm saying? But even if the little kids like, nah, you don't know this is you old. Bro, I seen this speed before. I seen this movie. You understand what I'm saying? Now look, that's one of the things that 120 do. See, 120 is examples of people doing shit over thousands of years. You see what I'm saying? Right. And see, from dealing with that mentally, right? From seeing those examples and playing that out mentally and coming to an understanding of, okay, this person crashed and how they crashed, and this person, they didn't crash and why they didn't crash, right? So you have those types of examples, you know what I'm saying? When you study and you deal with building. So now when you get into that situation, even though it's your first time physically, right? You've already played this out mentally. You've already seen what happens. See, like for instance, the people you describing, right? Those is Yakub and his followers. You see what I'm saying? The person who's taking some people, he got a plan, right? Where he's gonna get paid at the end. But these people, they're gonna crash out. And he don't really care. See that's in the lessons.
They don't even know. They don't even know that they being used.
They don't know that they being used.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? But so just saying that all of that's a part of the studies, you know what I'm saying, and part of, you know, observation. You know what I mean? As you observing things and you know, you making a decision based on that knowledge. So like you said, you know, you seeing that these dudes, it's like, all right, you know, y'all speeding, but you know, all of a sudden, you know, it's like, you know, you going from the honor roll and shit to fucking Rikers Island and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you could already see like, yeah, nah, I ain't really trying to do that. You see what I'm saying? You making a decision based on some things that you are observing, right? That's wisdom. You know what I mean? You already seeing the examples where you like, okay, I'm gonna do the knowledge, right? See, this is what I'm saying. This is mathematics in motion, in use. You know, we could talk about it. You know, knowledge means know, wisdom means speaking. But that's the actual activation of it. See, because everything that we see in is mathematics, some people just don't know. You see what I mean? It's just like if you give a kid a basketball, right? They start bouncing it. They don't really know the game of basketball. You understand what I'm saying? They just know what they're doing right now. So it's the same thing with everything that's going on. It's the science of mathematics, but people don't know what it is. And because you don't know what it is, right, you can't control. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's coming left and what's coming right because you don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody's speaking a language to you and you don't know that language, you can't respond. You know what I'm saying? You know, now you actually are responding because the person is still, you know, like if you speak to somebody that don't speak, you're observing.
Only way to communicate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, they still, even if you just observing that, okay, this person don't speak English. You understand what I'm saying? It's still some feedback that's coming from that person. You see what I mean? So they still dealing with communication, it's still mathematics, right? But they don't know what it is. You see what I mean?
They can't get
They might respond to you.
They can't get have an in-depth conversation.
Yeah, right.
They can only have a basic conversation.
Yeah.
They can't express
and
it.
then if they try to go off that basic conversation, they might say some shit to you that's offensive even, but they don't know. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, you know, I used to maintain with this brother from Guyana back in the days, right? And he used to have these Indian friends, right? I think they might have been from Guyana and Trinidad too, right? And he used to always call them coolies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jamaicans got them too.
And yeah, and when we used to see them, you know, you should see them, what's up, coolie boy? You know what I'm saying? And so look, I used to call them coolies too. We used to say it to their face, right?
Yeah.
God, decades later, I found out that was a slur. You see what I'm saying?
That happened to me too.
But
yeah, I got a Jamaican friend. He liked him, right?
Yeah, we used to play with them and everything. They was our people and shit, but we used to call them coolies.
And his uncle used to always call them Dundas. So I didn't think nothing because I thought that's just what you call light-skinned Jamaicans. Dundas, right? I went to college and I Seen this light skinned chick. She was Jamaican, and I called her Dundas. She
Mhm.
got mad. She sucked her teeth. And the Jamaican dude that was standing next to me, he laughed. He said, "Yo, you called her a ghost. That's what that shit really means. It really means a ghost." So when his uncle used to be calling, he used to be fucking with him, calling him a, you know what I mean, a
Yeah.
ghost. So
Yeah.
when I call Shorty that, I'm thinking I'm just, you know,
See outside the context. That was just for that world right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it works though.
Like for its culture, right? So like tying back to culture, right? Boom, like even just us even just us speaking English, right? And people from different places, like different demographics, like for example, Baltimore, right? Boom. I remember when I went out to college, I went to college in Atlanta. And my freshman year, I first went out there, right? It's like it's not my first time being out of New York, but it's my first time like being in between brothers and sisters from all around the country. So, you know, Detroit got their own language. Baltimore got their own language. You feel me? We got our own language. You feel me? So I remember this Baltimore dude, right, out there, they address each other as dummy. You feel me? Like dummy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They come up to me like, "Yo, what's up, dummy?" I'm like, "Yo, what?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Bro, we smack fire out you. What you mean?" Like, nah, bro, it's not even like that. And then when I learned that they call each other that out there, I'm like, "Oh, I bet." Like,
hey, look,
like
we went. I can't remember where we was at and shit, right? We get in the car. The motherfucker said some shit. I can't remember because look, whatever they said, right at the end, they said, "Now, however it went, they said, yeah, you fools and shit." And look, we in the car, everybody looked at each other like, "Yo."
Yeah, he said,
like fools. You know, you started to like, yeah. But yeah, that happens, yeah, all over. Or somebody come up, they ask you something, oh look, we was on here the other day, and somebody said pop. You know what I mean? As soon as they said that, I was like, for the Midwest or something, right?
They call it soda pop.
Yeah, they call it soda pop.
From Louisiana, call soda, like New Orleans, they call soda a cold drink. I remember I was talking to that chick from New Orleans. She's like, "Oh, pick me up on the way to her house." She's like, "Oh, pick me up a cold drink." I'm like, "What kind?" Like, a cold drink. What's a cold drink? Like, you just want a drink that's cold? Like,
Yeah.
But I'm just so used to soda and like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but see, all of those things, right? See, when they say a cipher is a code, right? That's what it means. Is that see in that world over there, they got a particular way how they express the supreme mathematics. You know what I mean? How they express whatever it is, and so a part of that is the language, right? So when you go in that cipher over there, you gotta first what? Do the knowledge. You understand what I mean? All of those is the things, man, that you know you gotta first of all learn how to recognize, right? Because see, the stuff is on the paper, right? That's 2 dimensions, right? For life is in 3 dimensions. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to take what's on that paper and make it real life. So the first thing you gotta be able to do is recognize when you're looking at something, if it's knowledge, if it's wisdom, if it's equality, if that person is God. You know, is that building or is that destroying? You see what I'm saying? All those different things. When you start to recognize that, then you got to grasp the mathematics where you can really use it. You see what I'm saying? But you got any other questions before
Me, nah, no questions really. Like, I just like you said, you got one on your own. You gotta be able to. For me,
yeah.
you gotta be able to take that initiative. Just, what you do. So, like you said, like I fast my 3 days starting tomorrow.
All right. So well, you know, I see you all the time. So when you finish the 3 days, just roll back through.
You know, I appreciate it.
I'll be here tomorrow night too.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
Peace.
Peace.
My name is Darkim.
Say that one more time.
Darkim. Darkim.
Copy.
Money.
Money. John.
Peace.
Son, for real. You go down south, they call all sneakers tennis shoes.
Yeah, tennis shoes.
Ain't
Right?
even-
That's what
I got on Jordans, these basketball
tennis
sneakers, they talk
shoes.
about tennis shoes.
Yeah, you be like, man, I ain't play tennis, man. The black people playing tennis. Tennis, but I was wondering, that's like, what the hell? First of all, tennis shoes. What the tennis shoes? Nah, these ain't shoes, these sneakers, man. Who you talking about?
Tennis shoes. I'm like, yo, what y'all talking about?
That is crazy, man. But so yeah, we got some people in here who's in here with us
Oh,
today.
on the chat?
Yeah, the Elite, Complete, Chicken 1017, Justice, this is AGP XYZ God. Okay, welcome to the channel. Robbie came in here, Divine Understanding. So yeah, the parliament yesterday, I enjoyed it, because, well, for me, first of all, uh, y'all know I fasted the 3 days before the rally, knowing that it was going to be, a celebration there. They was going to have food. And, first and foremost, let me say that the Earths prepared a feast. It was an absolute feast. Nobody tell Harmony. But the way I broke the fast yesterday was absolutely savage. It was but listen, you had to be there. You know what I'm saying? See, Justice was there. I don't know if he ate. You know what I'm saying? But see, it wasn't my fault. See, what happened is I got on the line early. And they bring those little burners to heat the food up. So when I first got on the line, all the food wasn't heated up. So, I get on the line, I get my food, and then all of a sudden, a couple minutes later, we seeing people come through like, yo, you get barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately for me, because, I've done I've done some teaching over the years. I had a little bit of pull in the kitchen, so I was able to secure me some macaroni and cheese and barbecue chicken, because y'all know how the black man is about macaroni and cheese and barbecue chicken. But other than that, yeah, the fast in general though was a much better fast than last time. Not perfect, but much better. Those people that fast will understand what I mean when I say, the second day I floated. The last time I didn't float. For those that's not familiar with fasting, I'm not talking about off the ground, but those that know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Yeah, other than that, what's the deal? We came in today, we had the brother. Is it me? Or does 22 seem to be the going age right now? Like, I'm starting to notice a large, everybody's 22 that comes. Is that like the new, is there something that something I don't know about? Other than that, yeah, we didn't even, I didn't put a what's your name here. So they was born in 2002. Is that what it is? So they was born in 2002 and they 22. So this is that's the says a sign we on the right trajectory. But see now look, I do think that's crucial, right? Because see, those are the people that see they gotta teach the 18-year-olds and the 19s, and then they gotta teach the 15s and the 16s. And then they you see, and then we getting back to the nitty-gritty. What you say here, Jay said not now title date. What's the science with that? One thing about the rally yesterday is it was a lot of building going. And I'm just saying, just in general, it's like if you just walking through and you just hearing conversations as you passing, you know, brothers just getting into that science. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I got an announcement. Look, I seen King Son. I seen King Son yesterday. Uh, you know, he's back in New York. So just everybody put your helmets on. He's right.
You beat Ned?
Listen, listen, listen. Oh, that's what I gotta tell you. Look, he was here last night. He was here last night, Robin. I threw some beats on for him. You know what I mean? So say you look, like I said, put your helmet, you know. See, y'all seen him on videos and stuff. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, look, I know him good. Like, look, our kids used to play together type shit. But in general, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all had seen, but like shortly after, because he was up here for the hear some crazy stories. Uh, I'll bring that on. Ah man. Oh, you don't have a title for the oh yeah, well, see, today was just a day, first of all, I didn't get a real chance to think of nothing. What I really was gonna talk about was mostly uh So somebody here is supposed to be fasting. Uh, so yeah, I was gonna, talk about the fast and coming off the fast at the rally and all of that. Then I seen King Saint, so I was gonna talk about that. But then the brother right there, you know what I'm saying? And he always say peace, but he ended up coming in today. So then he was already here by the time I went live. So, everything just started going like that. But, right now you could bring up something. You could bring up something and we could do that topic. But oh yeah, a couple people was giving out stuff yesterday. Forest Born gave out some literature on the Barbershop Born gave out some literature on the history of the law. Who's this? You said on Justice posted a reflection. Oh, with King Son at the rally. Yeah, I ain't all that posting pictures, man. Look, I don't want to be caught up as far as physical date. Yes, the guy shot Quest. The guy shot Quest born day 2. Sound is going in and out. Is it going in and out for everybody? Yeah, I can't call it. So Supreme said it's not going in and out. Uh, Mr. Green one said it's good. So not sure where the issue is coming out. See this person, I look, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. This person is wondering how I know that they forgot that they were supposed to be starting their fitness. Because you ain't answered the phone this morning. Ah, man. Some of this stuff is simple. People be thinking, oh man, the guys, man, they got some secret. Hey guys, it's not rocket science. I'll tell you one thing, man. I was noticing at the rally, uh, kind of like a changing of the guard. Like it was really, it might have been like even her, I don't really know if she had like I don't know if any of the herbs that was there serving the food is the ones that used to serve the food back in the days. Like when we used to eat out the remember they used to serve the food out the back of the cafeteria and they used to cook in there.
Cypher.
Right. Cypher and all of them, Shawana, just Adrian, just generally speaking, man, like yo, all of that, like that was a new I mean not new, but it just I noticed it. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that was serving the food is not like, yo, they just dropped out the sky, but just saying that, you know, uh it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Like it's a new, you know what I'm saying? Like people that come to the knowledge, people that come to into the knowledge now, right? Like people that was their first time coming to a feast or something like that. Yeah, for them, they seen a whole different group of herbs serving the food than I grew up with. Stuff like that is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's probably simple to everybody else, but to me, it's like, damn, or even, at the rally, right? Uh, seeing like the little kids, and it's like, damn, some of these kids, I was their age when I got the knowledge. That's why I be saying, like, some of the people now, they be saying it's babies, bro, your beard connects all down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, that's not how it works. Where's Jay at? You still ain't come up. You still ain't come up with a title yet, Jay? I know I was going to make that announcement too when I was going to talk about the fast. Is next month, right? I'm gonna do it different. Well, I'm next month I'm mixing it up. So next month, right? I'm not gonna fast, but one day each week next month, I'm only juice. That'll be my dietary health science for the month of March.
What inspired that?
What?
Just the juice.
Well, I do all different kind of fasts. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might deal with, well, actually, that was already my plan for March, right? Is one day each week, right? I'm just gonna eat just raw shit. So salad, fruit, juice, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just
I was asking you because also next month in the I would say falsest month, they doing
Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when I be around them, I do it because it's not really for me.
I was asking you.
Yeah, nah.
I thought you was,
Nah, look, sometimes when I be around them, but it's one of the things, but for me, that's not fasting. Like if we gonna eat at 6 o'clock, you know what I'm saying?
it's not a fact.
Yeah, I'm good. You know, but when I used to be downtown, used to be these Africans that used to be around. So then, all day they'd be the kid, we fasting. They fucking damn fast. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at 6 o'clock, then first they eat, they got some dates or something they bring out.
Yeah, they
You know.
dates and all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But they eat all night long.
They eat, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. I'm like,
all night
long.
like,
come on, man. This is nah, but for me, it's just, look, we gotta do, especially me and you, we've been going hard since young teenagers, G. You understand what I'm saying? Where you gotta balance, G. You gotta balance. I was watching this thing the other day where they was talking about diets and shit, right? And they was saying that a lot of the diet shit, well, they did an experiment, right? Where they was giving mice and shit like a processed food diet or something. And so in the first generation, they was a little bit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't respond as well as mice that was on a regular diet, but then when they had kids, right, the
offspring,
the ride was they was a lot less healthy. Like their teeth was more crooked, all types of stuff was wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? By the third or fourth generation, they was only living like a couple of days, like they wasn't even making it. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that was making it, they couldn't reproduce. They were sterile. Woo! You know what I'm saying? And so, we starting to get to those generations. We not mice. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we starting to get to those generations in terms of people eating that processed food. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I'm looking at how this young generation is not reproducing. Now they saying they not doing it by choice, but I am now. That look,
a lot of them can't.
Yeah, I told the brother yesterday. You don't even see brothers as the projects with a lot of kids no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like y'all motherfuckers must have mastered birth control or some shit.
It's all in the lessons, y'all.
Well, like, I don't know. But it was something to think about. It was something to think about.
Well, Lord, it's all in the lessons. The poison animal eating, huh?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Look at how many different types of chemicals is being put inside the chickens and turkeys and cows and pigs and all that shit that they eat. Huh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we experiencing a population crash right now without realizing. You understand what I mean? Like when the numbers come out one day, everybody's gonna be shocked.
But they gonna conceal that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna want to admit to defeat. See what I'm saying?
Maybe not, but it's gonna be difficult. But what I'm telling you is that is gonna one day people is gonna wake up to that being an extremely ugly situation because people is not multiplying. And see, there's something about that. Where in general, right? When 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 people get in a stressful situation, like a whole group of people, like a tribe or something like that, the women lose the ability to reproduce. Like for whatever reason, they don't reproduce, they don't carry babies when the situation is extremely stressful.
Mhm.
You understand what I mean? So, you know, the Holocaust, that's why you don't really hear nobody saying I was born at the Western. You know, of course, not saying that, you know, the people experimenting on them or whatever might not allow that to happen anyway, right? But I'm just saying that these different situations, like you know, when the Indians, when they chasing them down and everything, you know, the women can't reproduce. So what I'm saying is that the fact that uh black women was still reproducing at a high rate, right, throughout all that stressful situation and shit over hundreds of years, there's something about that. You understand what I'm saying? You know, just the raw reality of us still existing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other places, right, where slaves was taken from Africa, and the slaves that was taken don't exist no more because, you know, they wasn't reproducing sometimes by force. You know what I'm
And in a
saying?
lot of those places too, it was the slaves breeding into the
A lot of
Europeans.
times that stuff about you know, planning out a family and not having kids with the wrong people, and I understand all that. But you know, somewhere down the line, you know, you're gonna need numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's other than that, not sure how that's gonna work out.
They gonna work out good. If it keeps going at this rate.
So I don't know, man. We got any questions out there? Because you know, I don't want to turn into a pumpkin because and nobody tell Harmony about this either, but look, I'm about to go get some ice cream. You know, coming off a fast, you probably think that's not the best thing. But what happened, right, is shout out to the earth. She brings cakes and muffins. You know what I mean? She's a master baker. You know, she makes bean pies too. I never had the bean pies. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about the queen though is she's always late with the cakes and the pies and stuff. So uh she brought the 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 cakes and pies. Well, she had the cakes in a couple. She makes the cakes in a little in like brownies, but it's carrot cakes, right? But this time she also brought red velvet. So that was another degree that I told y'all yesterday, you know, after the fast, right? That, you know, I just ate. It really wasn't that much, you know, you know, but so she basically being that she was late to the rally, she brought the cakes over here, right? It's two big cakes about that big in diameter, right? And so we ate a tremendous amount. And these cakes, I'm telling you, she makes the cakes. Dietary laws and everything. You know, free of everything is supposed to be free of. You know, and the taste is magnificent. Listen, only we need you, King. We need you, King, in order to really express it the way it's supposed to be expressed, how magnificent it is. But at any rate, she brought the cakes, right? And we ate about half of them, right? Both cakes here. And then she cut the rest of them up and she left it. No, Justice, I said, don't tell her. So she left the rest of it in the refrigerator, right? So, you know, it's not that I don't want my dietary law to be superb, but we don't want the earth to waste her time, energy, money, right? Baking those two magnificent cakes for us, and then they don't get eaten. So I have to righteously get some ice cream now, right? And do the right thing. See, that's because I'm God. See what I mean? If I was any less, then I wouldn't get the ice cream. She said, Bill, on today's degree, Larry Davis, welcome to the channel. Red Velvet, listen, I generally do not like red velvet. Like it's just dry and it just something it don't have no particular taste to it. You know what I mean? And if the right person, like some people, they make it and it actually tastes like bitter or something. But not the way the earth make it look. Her icing and everything.
Cream cheese, nice.
Yeah, but nah, she don't use the cream cheese. Nah, she got some other shit that she do, man. Well, her shit is smooth. Look, it's pieces in the refrigerator right now. You get one. You know what I'm saying? Larry, man, you know, I don't want to put on a couple pounds, you know what I'm saying? You see me? I'm selfless that way. You know, I've saved myself, and I save others. See, if everybody thought like that, it'd be a better world. But today's degree, we talk about, and what year was that? That's a whole can of worms. Yeah, see, I'm gonna leave that alone because we talking about other stuff. I just happened to scroll through some headlines here. Now I broke the fast. What did I eat? I had chicken and fish and I know I had some cabbage. Oh, and rice and peas here. And then after that, I had the black man special barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese. Yeah, but I'm saying, so Justice, you saying, in what year was that? What we dealing with? We want to deal with Elijah's answer? Nah.
You wanna lie?
All right, listen. I'm doing a class right now.
Did I see it? Yeah. Lord, I'm gonna come back to the car.
Same time.
What, 4 o'clock?
Mm.
I'm gonna knock this shit out, y'all. I got time for you know, sure. All right.
Hey. And I don't know how to see, but that's it. You can't see. Look, I'm different, man. I don't know if y'all can tell. You know, I'm different. See, you know, the first thing, see, when you dealing with you, that's what I'm saying. We talking about Elijah's answer. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you're talking about today's time, you can see that's what, first of all, right? When you when you build on that degree to expand on that degree, right? What is that? And we say, in what year was that? Was that? Now, I'm not making a devil. So if you're talking about today's time, right? Then ain't got nothing to do with me. So right now, you know what year was that for what it is that we doing right now, or even better yet, what year is this what are we gonna manifest right now that people will still be talking about 2,600 years from now? Right? For the date, look, what's the date of our present history or Quran? That's not rhetorical. What's the date of our present history of Quran? What's the year one? You see how it changes? You see how drastically it changes from Elijah's answer to my answer? 15,110. No, that's not our Quran. 1964 is the year one. You see, like I said, what it is we're gonna do. You know, how long it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that, when it says that right there, that's taking you all the way back to the wisdom knowledge degree. Everything that came from the time that the idea, right, of unalike attract, alike repel, start to manifest itself on the planet, right? Everything from the time that idea came, right, all the way to what is a real devil. You on one line. Okay, so when the law came and brought the understanding, right? So now that's the year one, right? When it was predicted. Because remember, it tells you the 8,400, that goes all the way back to the wisdom culture degree when it tells you that it was predicted. So now it was predicted of us to do a vast multitude of things. And then different people got to come in the midst of that time and manifest certain signs. So it's telling you about, people who came in the time that you probably know, right? Yaqub and Musa that could mark that time. So now, you know, we living that out right now. That's what we're doing. So, in what year is this? You know what I'm saying? Because, all of these things right here, right? There's a time when, even in terms of, I'm sitting right here doing, okay, but when you got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Or did you just drop out the sky like that, fully formed, knowing 120 lessons? You put that down there?
This, a couple,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hey, stop doing that. Hey, drink out of it.
Yo, matter of fact, this whole what you call got to get cleaned up. Like I moved around, I put it down there because ain't no space, but nah, whole shit has to be cleaned up.
But yeah, I told you I didn't want to go down that. I didn't want to go down that road. You know, look, it's you know when I build right, it's levels. Like see the brother that just came, you know, he don't even got the knowledge. You know, he know a little bit about the knowledge. He's been exposed to it. You know, he's been in some of the programs as a child over here at school and everything. Al Kim Salam. But you getting in late though, GOD. Unfortunately, today, like I was telling the brothers that, you know, I have to sacrifice. You know what I mean? Right now I gotta sacrifice and get some ice cream. You know what I mean? Because you know, as I was telling the brothers earlier, the earth made carrot cake and red velvet cake. You know, uh, she makes it, you know, you have to taste it. I can't even it's delectable. It's because listen, you gotta look at the Food Network, man, and get one of those words off of there, man. Like it's not it's we will use words in regular parlance that you need to describe these cakes. Right, you know what I mean? All right, happy born day. Look, I'm gonna get some ice cream and candles and shit tomorrow. We got the cake in there. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, take Apple Squad. Apple Squad.
nah, he's on the Ford squad. He's on the squad. But at any rate, as she often does, right? She brought the cakes too late to share it out at the rally, right? Was the sign born? She brought the cakes too late to share out at the rally, right? So she ended up bringing the cakes here, right? You know, we took care of about half of each cake, about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then so she sliced up the rest of the cake and she left it in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm just coming off a fast. So, you know, ordinarily I wouldn't get ice cream, you know, but because I'm selfless that way, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna sacrifice and get some ice cream, right? So that you know, these scrumptious cakes that the queen made don't go to waste. You know what I'm saying? If all of us did our part, right? You know, and sacrifice some of ourselves, the world would be a better place. So, you know, to make the sacrifice complete, you know, I gotta make it to the supermarket. I gotta make it to the supermarket in time. Yeah, boy, ice cream. Hey, look, she made the red velvet and the carrot. Hey, look, she makes them look. She makes them in vegan. She brings the vegan version and the regular. You know, I don't know if you know, if any of y'all have had the pleasure of in fact, you know what? She brought some cookies this time too. Some chocolate chip cookies. I can't ever recall the Earth's name. I mean, it's one of them things. See, up here, when you say the Earth that makes the carrot cakes, see, everybody knows exactly what you're talking about. As soon as you say that, everybody tells you a story about when they had the cakes. Yeah, everybody knows that's one of the things when you know, you know. Yo, whose phone is that? Well, I already said to the present date, and the day you got knowledge and agreed that you would not use time searching for that that does not exist. Now look, that's another time right there. You know, but see, not everybody see, and look, that's actually there's some layers in there. That she, yeah, the day that I got the knowledge, right? Yeah, that predicted certain things. You know, that's the present history of my Quran. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but see, everybody who got the knowledge, some people that wasn't the day one. That was just one zag that you took on your way to wherever you was going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, things, uh, you know, things in my life, right, can be measured by that time. You know what I'm saying? Not AD and BC. You know, some shit I did, I was 85. You know what I'm saying? And you know, other things I'm doing now. So yeah, I guess, man, we go ahead and put that title on it. It's the bad thing is whoever watches the video under this title now, right? They're not gonna get to the point of what the title until the end. You know, but hey, so that's a little bit Masonic. because now they got to study. They got to study the whole time to get the answer. Usually we put the answer right up in the front, and then we do it the other way. That's unique though. You see how it works out. But at any rate, we're gonna go ahead and wind this one down, I guess, unless anybody got any last things there. Other than that, it was decent. I didn't get my workout in today neither, man. Too many people talking. But it's cool though. I need to take it easy too. Push up, doing some push-ups. Probably just do some push-ups. The world is yours. Welcome to the channel. Unfortunately, I know you probably heard that, you could just go on there, they on for hours. Usually we are, you know what I'm saying? Usually we are, usually we do about 3 hours. But today I was just explaining to everyone how the earth made us some absolutely delectable cakes here, red velvet and carrot cake, and unfortunately, she got him to the rally a little bit late, and so what I have to do now so that the cakes don't go to waste because she ended up bringing them over here to the school, right? And because I don't want the earth's hard work, to go to waste, I have to go to the supermarket right now and get some ice cream so that the cake doesn't go to waste. So unfortunately, we all have to make that sacrifice now. Whereas we would be able to do some more building, right now, I guess we have to have solidarity. We have to have solidarity and, just know that even though I'm not here with you guys, building that, I'm right now, I'm in the trenches making that sacrifice so that the world could be a better place. You know what I'm saying? So, because of that, I gotta go soon. But the world is yours. I'll be back tomorrow. You can tune in. Sometimes I'm a little late, but in general, the time is 7 to 10. Be there or be square. You can join the channel. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe. Hit the alert button. You know what I'm saying? So you can know when we come in. Darkim Salam. Hey, listen, man. You just got off the job. I'm about to get on the job. I'm about to get on the job. So yeah, Jay. So yeah, we got a title up there. We got a title up there, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So look, not too much more to be said before I miss this. I'm gonna sign off and say peace. Catch y'all tomorrow. Go out with a little selection.